Hello, I'm back for another show. Today we're going to be doing the 1330 Sidereal Tarot. Look up the meaning of 1:30 p.m. local Sidereal time if you don't know what it's about. But in short, it is now 1:15 local Sidereal time where I'm at, and what that means is psychic awareness is boosted and remote viewing opportunities are available with a 400% increase. So I'm going to be working today with my Animal Spirit Oracle cards combined with the Wild Unknown Tarot. So the cards, I'm just going to shuffle them together. Love Source God, thank you for these perfect channel messages that are to be delivered through me at this time. Connecting the body and the body, connecting the body, heart, and mind, connecting the body and the spirit, connecting the heart, mind, and body, connecting the heart, mind, and heart, connecting the heart, mind, and the spirit, connecting the spirit and the body, connecting the spirit, heart, and mind, connecting the spirit and the spirit. Thank you, Love Source God, for these perfect messages being delivered to me today, through me today, for my beloved brothers and sisters of humanity. One for the body, one for the heart, one for the mind, one for the spirit, divine truths with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity. Let's see, speak, and hear it. Okay. Starting with the snake, it has the flower of life at the center of it. This card is showing me a transformation that's going on. The snake is in the form of the Ouroboros, where it's consuming its own tail and is reborn. As it consumes itself, it is reborn. This is giving me the energy of as you digest, process yourself, who you are, what you are. You're being reborn with a new life. You're beginning to realize things about yourself differently than you used to be, is how you're seeing yourself now. You're seeing that you're in a different energy. Now, the next card that's coming behind the snake is the Four of Cups, and we have a rat. There's an opportunity being presented to you, but I feel like you know that this one is coming from somebody with motives, with intention, and they're not being clear. They're not being clear about all their motives and all their intention, but you can sense it, you can feel it. Above the snake, we have coming out the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is just like in this card, there's an elevation. It's a climbing work. It's a climbing work. So you've done this before, and I'm hearing 7 generations. 7 generations. It's been channeled through that when you do this karmic healing, this rebirth, giving new life energy in your life, it affects not only yourself, but 7 generations on either side of you. But there's still this sneaky rat looking at it, and I see it as a sneaky rat. I mean, look at how big this thing is. Those are 4 wine glasses, and this thing is huge. It covers all 4 of them. And it sits in the dark space, but the moon is there in the light. Your intuition is showing you the truth. The light representing the truth. Your intuition shows you the truth about this rat in the dark. For somebody, when I showed that rat in the dark, it reminded you of a person's face. Whew. above the rat in the dark that your intuition is bringing you awareness of, we have here the Three of Cups. And see how there are two birds close together on the branch, and there's a third one up above. Now, all these are on the same branch. They're soul family. And one of them is a little bit closer to the sun. So there's a little bit more consciousness in one. But this fourth one is in the dark. That is highly significant to someone's, more than one of you. I have next to the Four of Cups, I have the Tower. The Tower coming through. The Tower is an energy of falsity being brought down to its foundations. Anything that was built on a fake foundation, on a false foundation, on lies, deceptions, being brought down. And that sits below the lizard, that reptilian energy. Reptilian energy is what I get with this. We also have next to the Tower, we have the bat. We have the bat with the moon between its wings. It's also flying in the dark. And I get the energy of illusion. But above the bat, I have the Judgment card, and the lizard is looking at the Judgment card on the table. So I see a freedom. I feel like you are the dove, the white dove that is free from the bat. See, there are more bats. This main bat has all these foot soldier bats, and they're all trying to follow you, attach to you, come to you, but they've been sent by this dark energy. And look at you, still shine, and you rise above it all. And something has got their attention with the gazelle. I feel like this is along the line of the snake, and next to the bat we have the gazelle. Something has caught attention. Someone has caught the attention of one who's been sitting still, but now they raise their head to look and see what there's an awareness coming in. Awareness is coming in. Above the gazelle, as the horns are pointing, we have the peacock. The peacock above the gazelle. And the peacock, the crown is adorned in this peacock. Next to the peacock and above the eagle, which sits next to the gazelle, we have the elephant. The elephant is a memory, and the eagle is about wisdom and knowledge and integrity. So let's see what messages we can glean from this. I see that low vibration energy sucking. I see someone freeing themselves from the energy sucking vampiric energy of others, because I see consciousness being freed. I see on a large scale for humanity, consciousness being freed because of the awakening and the restoration of the crown, the pineal gland, and the third eye. I see memories, and I'm hearing Akash beginning to inspire action that is integrity based. I feel like we're talking about something, we're talking about a situation in our society. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I have the Nine of Swords. Look at this. This is a really gruesome depiction. We have here eyeballs detached, telling me that somebody can't see. They've lost their sight. We have worms roving through and around all of this parasitically, and there's some sort of mandible of a creature with great sharp teeth. So I feel like we're dealing with what has been a lack of vision that has gone on for a very long time, a very attacking and carnivorous energy that has taken this vision away through their attacks, through the violence. I feel like we're dealing with human violence, human on human violence. Interesting, because in the news they'll talk of black on black crimes. Well, we're talking about human on human violence and the unnecessariness of it. The human on human violence. And I get, woke up this morning, smiled at the rising sun, 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true, saying, this is my message to you, saying, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is gonna be all right. There's a rebirth going on. I see a fire being set below the reptilian. Ooh. This tower coming through now below the lizard as a fire, a bonfire being set below the reptilian energy on Earth. Where they sacrificed your witches and those who were in tune with nature in the past for knowing more. A fire is being set underneath them now. They're very afraid of the rebirth going on in consciousness at this time. There's a lot of defensiveness. They love to, and I see this. This is where they've been. They want to launch an attack. They've wanted to launch an attack against the rebirth of Earth, the consciousness of humanity. I'm seeing the flower of life in the center of this Ouroboros snake as the pineal gland. The pineal gland being activated in so many at this time sets this dirty rat to try to form an attack. And that's exactly, if you think about it, that's exactly what's going on. And they say, we've gone through this before. We've done this before. They've done this before. But 7 is a number of completion, of spiritual completion. They've done it as many times as they could successfully. Now the 3 little birds are saying, don't worry about a thing. Every little thing's going to be all right. Every little thing's going to be all right. There's a fire underneath this reptilian energy, this vampiric, dark, manipulative, deceptive energy. It has a fire burning underneath its ass. And even with 2020, the quarter of 2020 has 2 bats on it. And when I looked at it, it looks like a child and a grown size, immature size and a grown size. And it speaks to me about the pedophilia and the adrenochrome and all of these things that they would like to normalize. But look, as they think they're going to normalize these atrocious behaviors, there's a judgment call being made. And there's a freedom from that energy. They'll be left to deal with their own repercussions of what they have sown. I see it as destruction from within, a destruction from within their environment. And then the gazelle will be able to sit with peace and consciousness. The gazelle showing me humans, humanity, even Gaia and Earth and all the creatures that sit on it, being able to sit in peace rather than perversion. As above them, the peacock brings in the consciousness, because someone has had Akash activated. Some ones have had their Akash activated. See, I'm not the only one doing what I do here. There are so many all over the world. Awaken with Spirit, Santa Row. These two are two that comes to mind immediately. A consciousness evolution journey channels here on YouTube that are promoting this awareness, the awakening of the human consciousness, the stimulation of the crown, the activation of the pineal gland. Yes, to inspire ones towards integrity, freedom, loyalty, true freedom coming in, people, true freedom coming in as we embrace this consciousness. Now, I'm hearing the question, so what do we need to do? What do we need to actively do? What should we actively do? And I heard, flip the cards over and take one off the top. What do we need to actively do? Be like deer. Be gentle. Be kind. You don't have to protest. You don't have to activate. You don't have activate any type of violence. You don't have to attack. We mentioned that this was a destruction from within. They will turn on themselves. They will attack themselves. And as I say that, we sit in peace. We sit in love and peace and happiness, and we let them attack themselves. They are about to consume themselves. The destruction that they will face will be of their own making. It is, not will be, it is of their own making. Thank you. Not the destruction they will face, the destruction they are facing now is of their own making. You know who we're talking about. If you're in tune with this reading, you know who we're talking about. You know what we're talking about. The destruction that they face is of their own making. They've lit a fire by trying to remove the divine. And now it's about to burn them up, and they'll find their own selves on the stake. And humanity will be freed from this low, weighty energy sitting on it. We spoke about the magnetism on Earth and how thousands of years ago there was a lock put on the magnetism on Earth to shift the flow in the opposite direction, which is why the darkness had thrived for thousands of years. It's been able to stay alive here, but it's been unlocked. And the flow of the magnetism on Earth is going in the direction that it was created by the divine to go. And so now the light will do what the light was meant to, and the dark will be the other form of duality that is meant to show us contrast and help us to move through and thrive in the conscious awareness that we are one. We are powerful divine beings, and embrace our authenticity, embrace our natural given ability. See, now we're in an energy that is shifting to where in the past, if you had the ability to channel, to receive, to see spirit, to astral travel, to heal, you were looked at as the anomaly. But the energy that is unfolding is one where you'll know that you're living more authentically. And so what do you need to do? What do we need to do? If you're in tune with this message, what are we being called to do? Sit like the deer. The deer is a very peaceful creature. It really doesn't attack. It offers no threat to any human. It just grazes in the grass, eats fruits and berries. The worst thing a deer can do is jump out in front of your truck if you live in the country. And they don't want to get hit either, so slow down. Some of us need to slow down and watch out for the deer. Consciousness is coming to you. It's coming to you, and begin to embrace your consciousness. Do what honors that, because honestly, this is the most powerful way you can contribute to the enlightenment of humanity, the freedom of humanity from this vampiric reptilian energy that has weighed it down for thousands of years. Show me more. Yes, this energy has been on the attack with the hyena coming out. This energy has been on the attack. This energy has been on the attack. They're on the attack. They want to frighten you. They want you to stay isolated. But little do they know that in your isolation, it's like, again, They lit a fire under their own self. Their destruction comes from within. Little did they know, by separating you, you would get more in tune with your higher self. You would hear the three little birds that's perched on your doorstep singing sweet songs, saying everything's going to be all right. See, spirit was going to come to you stronger in your isolation. They think that by separating us, because they separate by race, they separate by economic class, they separate by white collar, blue collar, by this team, that team. Like, they separate. Division is the way that they thrived, by keeping us separated. But little did they know that in this new energy, now that that magnetic flow has been corrected, the separation is actually the connection point. Ooh, the separation is the connection point. Because in your separation, in your solitude, in your isolation, where did you go? Automatically, you connected to the divine mind. Automatically, you connected to the all that is. The next card we have is the Fool. Fledgling energy, brand new. This is new consciousness open up, because they think that you're foolish. They know that the energy is aware that there is a lack of experience. Thank you. A lack of experience in the consciousness of many of what's going on. They know that there are many who are still barely in the awakening phases of this divine consciousness, of the totality of who and what they really are, that they are divinity there. And so the hyena, looking like prey, a predator, and the Fool card looking like prey on that duckling. That hyena wanting to attack the duckling, but the hyena isn't looking at the duckling. The hyena has caught awareness of something else. Ooh, interesting. So there's a distraction being provided so that this duckling can get by. The hyena wanted to attack the duckling, the young one, the fledgling, the new one, the one with the new consciousness. But there's a distraction, and it's the Father of Wands, this cobra. This cobra will attack. So the hyena was going to attack this young one, but there is a protective energy. There is a protective energy that will attack. And now the hyena has been distracted by this protective energy of the Father of Wands. This Father of Wands will do what has to be done in order to protect this young one. Interesting. The Father of Wands in this case is in the team of the duckling, because the cosmic egg, look at the Father of Wands, this cobra showing up as a cosmic egg, the snake around the cosmic egg, the duckling being the cosmic egg. Oh, this Father of Wands says, I protected you from the beginning. You were mine, you little fledgling duckling. You knew consciousness. You were mine. I protected you. I safeguarded you, and I kept you warm with my own warmth so that you could develop. In the crocodile, I kept you safeguarded from this attacking energy. The crocodile wanted to come through and get you, but I kept you concealed. I kept you safe. I kept you protected. Moving forward, we have the Six of Wands, a victory. A victory will happen. There is a victory. This young fledgling will overcome this powerful hyena. This rat, this dark rat of darkness is overcome by the Hierophant, by the spiritual authority, by the power by the power of God vested in me. Praise, because I got the keys. I got the keys, the keys, the keys. I got the keys, the keys, the keys to the consciousness. Praise. The Eight of Pentacles, time for karmic returns. Time for karmic returns. The Hierophant saying, it's time to taste the rainbow. Literally, the way these cards are laying down. The Hierophant, look at this. The Hierophant says, it's time to taste the rainbow. Look at that. The crow, the bird of truth. Mouth open, the rainbow flows. Taste this rainbow right here. I'm going to open my mouth, and out my mouth shoot this rainbow. Taste the rainbow. What is the rainbow symbolic of? Yeah, we know it's the gay movement. We know that. And that's a beautiful thing. But what does the word gay mean? It means happy. Also, The 7 chakras, all the energy awakening within humanity, right? Karmic cycles. We had the 7 of Pentacles over the snake. They got away with the 7 times, 7 spiritual completeness. The time of locking down consciousness is over. Time for them to eat the fruit that they have sown. And the dragonfly, hope, power, stability in flight, the consciousness. So what is happening on Earth? This low vibration energy has been sucking humanity dry through oppression. To thrive on Earth, you had to be manipulative, deceptive. You had to be injuring others. You had to be stealing. You had to be a dope dealer. You had to be anything that was low vibrational, and you could thrive in these energies on Earth. But guess what? That's because that whole magnetic control of the flow on Earth of energy was being manipulated. And now that that has been corrected, there's a shift. And taste the rainbow, baby. Taste the rainbow of love and peace and happiness. And these are the messages I have for you. I love to see what you've got to say about this message and what you received, because everybody that views this channel is highly intuitive. Let's get a conversation going. I'll be back with more. Until then, sending you blessings of love and peace and happiness. Laters.